Hello everyone, whoops. Good morning. Today is Sunday, July 31st. Can't believe we've already done July. And I'm here to work on this ocean journal, which is going to be a Coptic stitch journal. So far I've done the cover, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signatures. Each signature has a actual vintage nautical chart on it, and I made some bubble printed pages using coffee and various I used Mariner. What is the name of the Mariner? I always want to say the wrong name. It's Uncharted Mariner. And stencil. And this is both copy paper and some cardstock. So all 5 signatures are basically the same at the moment. And I want to have some interactive cardstock pages that go in between. So these I accidentally made a little short. So I made them 7 inches tall. The Reader's Digest cover that I used is 7.5. So I want to make some interactive pages that are 7 1/4, so that they'll stick up just ever so slightly above the signatures. And so what I have for that is, whoops, did I just knock you? Okay. I have some inked tracing paper. I inked these yesterday with all of my various blue Ranger distress stains. And then I have these 2 pieces of vellum that got some smudging on them, but I can fix that. But I went outside in the sunshine and they dried super quickly, and I'm really happy with how those came out. So I will be using those. And this is my plan for my 4. I want to do a gusseted envelope. I want to do a multi-pocket pocket. I want to do a mail slot that's got the tracing paper over the cardstock on one side and then slits on the back side. And then a collaged frame with a window that I'll use the tracing paper for, and then a belly band on the back side. So I think I'll probably split this into 2 videos. I may do, depending on how long it takes. I think the gusseted envelope will be pretty quick. And so I think this one, and so I think I'll do these 2 first and then do a separate video with these 2. So that's my current plan. I picked out 4 sheets of scrapbook paper. These are all from the Crafts Consortium Hackney and Company Sea and Shore Premium Collection 12 by 12. I showed these on a previous video, but they're gorgeous pages, and choosing which one was really hard because they're all so wonderful. So what I decided on was the seal, and on the back side of the seal are these cute little glass Japanese floats, the shells that have bubbles on the back. Love the bubbles. And this is kind of shiny. These are also seashells that has the nautilus in it. And there are fishies on the back, and the fishies are more matte. And then this one with the lighthouses. And I think this lighthouse one is going to be the one that I do first, and it's going to be the gusseted envelope. Now, what I was thinking is I can make the gussets built right into the page, and I will show you what I'm thinking of doing. So the whole thing, I need the whole thing to be, it's going to go in this way, like that. And so this needs to be not wider than 5, which should be no problem at all. See, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that won't be any problem at all, making it 5 inches wide. I need it to be 7 1/4 tall, and I need the gussets. So the gussets that I make are like a W, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, 1/2 inch each. So I need 2 inches on either side. This is a 12 by 12 sheet. So 12 minus 4 is 8. So I'm going to need to take 3/4 of an inch off so that the whole thing winds up being 7 1/4 tall. So I'm going to take off 3/4 of an inch. Hope this works, right? The whole thing's 12. I want the final product to be 7 1/4. Each side is going to have a 2-inch gusset. 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 minus 3/4 is 7 1/4. I think that's right. Here it goes. Okay, so there's that. So now I'm going to take out my, what is this thing called? Scoreboard. And this is my 12 by 12. So what I need is, I'm going to do it from this side. So every 1/2 inch, I'm going to make a score line on either side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I'm going to do it on the back as well. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so that's going to be my gusset. Obviously, I need some scores going this way. I need this whole thing to be 5 inches. So I think I'm going to do, I'm just trying to figure out where my flap is going to be. So at the moment, those are both upside down. So I want to do it this way. So I think I'm gonna, first I think I'll score the top flap at an inch and a half. I should have done it on the other side. Oh well. Okay, so that's going to be my top bit. And then I'm just going to bring this up. Oh, shoot. That's okay. I'm just going to have to cut a little bit of that off, aren't I? I want it to be, oh, bummer. That's okay. I can have it be 5. Actually, that's not bad. If I have it at 5 1/4, it will stick out around all 3 sides of the signature, but will it stick out of the book itself? It may stick out of the book itself. Because the cover, well, it really should be less than 5 1/4. 5, I could do 5 1/8. 5 1/8. 5 1/8 will do it. Okay, so let me do it the right side here. 5 1/8. And then that's going to flip up this way. And it does crash up against the top of the envelope, but guess what? I'm just gonna trim that off. Okay. Okay. So this needs to come down like 1/2 inch. Where's my thingy? My little blade fell out. That's okay. I have others. I'll just pop a new one in. I'm sure it's around somewhere. I just don't want to take the time to search my mess. Ugh. Sharp, sharp, sharp. Okay, so let's see. That's going to go in like that. That's going to fold down like that. That's enough. I can put a little thumb hole thingy there too, if I so choose. Okay, so now I need to cut. So I need to cut off this part. I need to cut off this part here. I need to cut off this part here and this part here, because these sides there are going to be the gusset. So what will happen is I will sew this into the signature when I'm doing my Coptic stitch. Is that going to catch? Yes, it will catch. Ha, perfect. And then at the end, after I have it all sewn in, I will glue it up. So where are my scissors? So I'm going to angle it ever so slightly so it doesn't crash against other seams. And that's the front. And same thing here, angle it ever so slightly. Like that. Same thing here. I'm going to cut down here. And then I will angle it ever so slightly past the seam. Angle it ever so slightly in towards that corner there. And then down. That way. I'm going to grab my corner rounder. And I'm going to round these corners. Sorry. Round these corners. Round these corners. And I think I will do a little thumb right there with my big circle punch. I'm gonna eyeball the center. Like that. And I think, well, here, let me fold my gussets. So I'm just gonna, there's my bone folder. And I'm just gonna accordion fold my gussets. If I were really clever, I would have figured out which gusset needed to go in which direction and scored it appropriately, but I'm not that clever or patient. I guess it's really more patience, huh? Okay. So there's one accordion fold. So that will eventually get glued on like that, and I will have a nice gusseted pocket there. So let me do on the other. Like this. Back and forth. Ooh, do something wonky there. And like this. How did I wonky up that fold? Wonky that fold, but that's okay. It all works out. So I think this needs some inking here. And I need to do, oh, that's bothering me that sticks out. All right, let me try and fix this. Fix this fold. It comes down here more. And that one is fine. There. Ah, good. Okay, so I want to what's it, the edge, ink the edge. And I think I have pumice stone or speckled egg. I think maybe speckled egg is going to be the best color. I'm going to try it over here first so I can see what I think. Yeah, I like that. In a little hidden spot. Speckled egg is just a lovely kind of delicate grayish blue that works really well with a lot of things. And I think it works really well with any kind of ocean themed work. It's a very kind of subtle map blue. Okay, so let's see. I just want to, cover up any white core that's showing through, and I wanted to add some definition to that pocket so that you can see that there's a thumb hole there. Okay. So that is that. So I need some circle closures. And I think, let's see, what do I want to do the circle closures out of? I could do them out of map. I have some dyed file folder, but that color isn't, it's too yellow. It's not doing it for me. Let's see, what else do I have over here? I have some of that, some actual map. So let me glue that onto some card stock. Do I have any craft card? Do I have any craft card at hand? Hold on. Actually, it doesn't matter. I can just glue this onto here, onto this file folder, and that will be sufficient. Yep. Yes. Okay, so let's use our glitter glue. And I'll glue that there. And then I'm just going to do a hole punch, not a hole punch, a circle punch. Well, that's kind of cute. That has some islandy bits to it. Let's do that. And okay, let me get my circle punch and I will punch out some holes. Let's see, let's grab some brads. Give that just a second to dry and pick some brads out. I think I might just do some brass brads for this because brass is fairly nautical to me, and that will look nice. It doesn't, I'm not going for super grunge on this. I suppose it could, but I don't think I need to go super grunge. I could go with the antiqued, that kind of antiqued one. Like this one is brassy, but a little antiqued. Do I have two of those? I have bright brass. Do I have another antique one? Let's see. That's what I'm looking for right there. In this giant jar, I must have one other of that color. that one, that do? No. What? What? Nope, that's not right either. Huh. Maybe that's like my very last one. Maybe I got like a really small container of those. Is that it? Yes, that's it. All right. Anytime I get a package of brads, I just dump them in this jar. And it has a magnet on it, and it magnets up to the straps that hold the shelf that's right above us there. Okay, circle punch. So this is the one I tend to use for these. It is a 5/8 inch punch. And I am just going to eyeball oops, I kind of struggled, huh? Maybe it's because it's still damp. I've never had trouble with that one, but I'll leave that to dry and I'll use that more later, I'm sure. And I need a hole, kind of center-ish. Oh, it's definitely damp. And another hole, kind of center-ish. Okay, oops. Yeah, squish that. All right, it'll dry and it'll harden as it dries, like stiffen. It'll become more structural. Okay, so let's eyeball where we want this to go. Let's see, 6 and it's 5 minutes, so about 2.5. Actually, you know what? We've got good old Timmy here. Kind of hard to see on the black. Here we go. So this is my centering ruler. 3 and about 3.5 there. So that's about center there. So I'm just going to poke a hole there. Choose one of these, and I will do a brad through the center and through there, and then I will tape this brad down later. I have some washi tape that I will use. Let me just find where I want this one to go. I think I'm going to go do it in line with this one, kind of. If I do it down, no, I'm going to do kind of center-ish right there. And so the nice thing about doing this before you glue it is that it makes it super, or a whole lot easier to cover up the brads on the back and to get it through and to flatten your thing. So highly recommend doing the little circle hole things before you glue it up. So let's see, I have some seashell washi here, and this is the Crafts Consortium washi that matches the paper. I didn't get it simultaneously. I got it separately from Etsy, but there are some Etsy stores that carry Crafts Consortium papers and supplies. And I can't remember the name of the Etsy, but if you just go on Etsy and you search for Crafts Consortium, it'll pop up. My husband just started sanding. He's fixing the porch and the pillars that are on the porch, columns, and it's coming out really nice, but it does make kind of a rocket. So I apologize if you can hear the vibrations from the sander. Okay, So that is, oh, I need some string. Some string. What kind of string do I want to use? I don't have anything that's like thin and blue. I have this, which is red, but I don't really have a lot of red in this journal. I could use, all right, just don't overthink it, Jessica, it's fine. I'm just looking, I have, oh, this is nice. It's a little thicker. Oops, I just dropped that red. I have this. Just wish this was a smidge thinner. The nice thing about this red baker's twine is it is very, I'm gonna go with the baker's twine because it's so thin. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut off some baker's twine and loop it under here and tie it. Tying it is easier said than done. I'm just going to do an overhand knot there. I should really see if I can find some other colors of baker's twine. I have some Christmassy stuff. I have some like red, white, and blue postal kinds of colors. I have black and white. The black and white is actually kind of thick. Okay. And then this will just wrap around like that. And oh, let's see what it looks like in the book. So this will go after the first one. And I'm gonna hopefully, yes, it gives a little bit of a frame around the signature, but it's still well within the bounds. Can you see that? It's still well within the bounds of the cover. All right, so let's see. It's 27 minutes. I'm going to stop there, and maybe I'll just do a separate video for each one. Okay, so thanks so much for joining me. If you could, please click like, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and leave a comment. Say hello. I hope you're all having a great day. Stay safe. Bye-bye.